Hello, everybody. I'm Elwirfy, and today, we're jumping straight into just showing off the trailer for this movie because this is a great ass movie. No sound, of course. Got to keep it muted. Got to be safe. But guys, this is an awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Why? Because it deals with fucking dementia. It's scary shit. Like, this is actually kind of a scary movie. I mean, you wouldn't think it because it's more of like a thriller. I mean, I don't even know how do they describe it. People gave it an 8.2, whatever. I don't care about ratings that much. But damn, this is a good movie. It's about this guy who's just like hanging out, living his best life, and then his world starts to shift and change, and he loses track of what people are doing, what's going on, and it all culminates into him just being fucking nuts. And we all realize that he's not only does he have dementia, because like to be clear, the movie doesn't like say he has dementia directly. You kind of have to learn about it slowly, but that is what it's about. It's about dementia. And he goes through this thing where like different like the storylines don't add up, right? And that's kind of the point. It's kind of like how you guys ever seen Cube? It's another great movie. We got to talk about Cube, but in the movie Cube, like there, especially Cube 2, like Cubed, or no, that'd be 3, right? It's just Cube squared, I guess. But in the second Cube movie, there's this issue with like time where they play with the idea that like there's different timelines going on at the same time. And this movie kind of does the same thing where like there's different things playing out, and you just have to learn. I don't know. It's hard to describe this movie because it's not very clear what's going on half the time. But I really thought it was interesting because he goes on this journey where at first everything seems fine and he thinks he has his life in order and it's in control. But then he notices that things start to change, things fall apart, where like his family seems to be more upset and they don't know why he's upset. They're upset with him because as far as he knows, he's just going about his day. But they're upset because he's losing his mind because he's forgetting who people are. Like he sees people and like new people will pop into the story, and we as the audience, we don't know why they're in the story, but then to them, they've always been in his life. Like, oh my god, that's incredible, right? Am I not making this clear? Like, holy crap, is that not so cool? This idea that, oh wow, there's like layers to the perception that we're being shown in a movie that not only is it not necessarily chronological, but it's also not necessarily all true. Because here's the other thing: not every event that happens is necessarily what really happened. Especially at the end of the movie, which I mean, obviously the whole movie has spoilers. You saw the title, but extra spoiler if you don't want to know the end of the movie. But he wakes up and he's just in a hospital. He's just going fucking nuts. Right? He's like, what? Why am I getting these pills? Where's my family? And oh man, the scene, guys, this scene. Oh my god, it made me cry. Like I actually cried, and I can't handle it. But there's this scene at the very end of the movie. Again, spoilers. I apologize, spoilers. But there's this scene at the end of the movie where he's in bed and he's in the hospital, and the nurse is giving him medicine, and he's confused, and he just starts crying, and he keeps asking to see his mom, and he in that moment, I at least truly felt like he believed his mom was alive, his mom was taking care of him, and that he was not an old man, is how he felt. And that, oh God, that totally broke me. This is not an easy movie to watch, not an easy movie to get through, but oh my God, you have to watch this movie. It's so damn good. Like, fuck, it's a good movie. Like, how often do you get to see a movie where not only do you get to experience like intense human interactions and experiences that a lot of people will never experience? And my God, I'll be honest, this is one of the most terrifying things ever to me. Like, God, I don't want to have dementia. I don't want to forget about everything I've done. I mean, I think that might be part of the reason why I make YouTube videos, guys. Like, yeah, it's cool hanging out. You know, I love entertaining you. I love it. But I think there's something nice about being able to document my life and talk about different things that I enjoy that make me me. Because honestly, when I'm old, who knows? I might not even be making YouTube videos. I might be doing something else. I might have to get a real job, you know. I mean, I have a real job right now, but, you know, I might have to do an even more realer job where, like, I don't have time to make YouTube videos. There's just so much stuff here. And I don't know. Oh, what the fuck is playing now? What the hell? We're not going to worry about that. Let's just... Can we not play the trailer? Sorry, we're just... We're just not going to play the trailer. Sorry, I saw I was cutting into weird stuff. But yeah, I really like this movie, guys. I think that if you go into this movie expecting it to be a feel-good movie, you're sorely mistaken. This is a very intense... They label it as drama and mystery. This is a fucking horror movie. Just going to say it. It's a horror movie. There's nothing more terrifying, to me at least, than the idea of me not being me anymore. You know? Like, I don't think any other movies really explored this topic so well as this movie did. Because in this movie, you know... It's hard to talk about it and not like think like, oh, what's my life going to be like when I get old? You know, am I going to have children, grandchildren? Are there going to be people looking out for me when I'm maybe not all there? You know, I mean, I know you look at me now and I look all young, and you know, I'm only 26, but I mean, I'm almost 30, and you know, and then I guess I'll truly be an adult when I'm 30, but then that's only 30 more years. That's only my whole life again to get to 60. And I don't know. I'm terrified of getting old. You know, it's horrifying. Not because like being old in itself is bad or anything, but because it's like I'm not me anymore. You know, like I know who I am. I'm me, and I like who I am. But I don't know if I'm going to like who I am in the future, or, you know, if my future self is going to like who I am now. I don't know. And I'm like, I don't like, to be clear, in case you guys didn't know, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of that. I don't like things that like mess with my head, that make me not have a sense of reality. Like, there was this time when I was younger where, because again, I live in a state where marijuana is legal, and I tried an edible, right? And that was terrifying. Like, oh my God. I remember I was laughing so hard that it hurt. And I remember as I was coming down from the high that I thought, I don't like it. I laughed like in a way that like, almost like I felt like I was the Joker. Like I felt like I wasn't me. You know what I mean? Like I remember being so hazy that I felt like I'm not in control of my body anymore. And that's terrifying. I don't want to not be in control. You know, like even just like I look at my hands, like I look at my face and my legs. Like I like who I am. I like my experience of the world as it is. I don't feel a need to change it. Not because I don't like stay clean of that stuff because of religious reasons. I'm not a conservative. You know, that's not why. It's because I'm just genuinely so terrified of the idea of not being me. Right? Like even in role-playing games and D&D and stuff, I'm always playing the human, you know? I know people say, oh, it's boring, but like, I don't know. I like being myself. I like to imagine myself in a story, and I like to just my experience. I don't know. I know that might sound kind of boring to you guys, but like, that's who I am. You know, I just like how my life is. And change is scary, even at my age. Even though I, you know, went from, you know, being in high school, being confused, you know, I met my wife, and I was in college, and you know, I was taking the bus on my own, and then I got a car, and I was driving, and you know, then I got my apartment for the first time, and then I got a house for the first time, and you know, just all this stuff going on, all these adult things, and it's all so much right now. It's really so much right now, and right now I'm having car issues, and there's just a lot going on, and this movie, I feel like, can capture that sense of chaos that everyone has in their lives, and it turns it up to freaking 11. It's like, you thought you were confused with your life where things make sense? Now here's your life when things don't make sense. And it's terrifying. And people's moods change. Oh my God. So yeah, I would never wish having dementia on anybody. And I wouldn't want to experience this. I don't know. I remember after I watched this movie, my wife showed me this like documentary, or maybe I found it myself. I don't remember who found it, but I saw this documentary of these people who were in this experiment where like people volunteered, like who were in old folks' homes, that when they were old, they like tested like, hey, how's your memory doing? And, you know, it was about 50-50, you know, a good chunk of them were still pretty capable and could do basic problem solving, and others like couldn't figure it out. And it's like, fuck, I don't want to be on the side where like I can't figure it out. Like, I'm not good at math, but like I know 2 + 2 is 4. I can do 2x minus 1 equals, you know, whatever, like equals 0, I guess. I don't know, like, because then you do +1 and then it's 1, and then you divide it by 2x, you get 1/2, and x is 1/2. Like it's algebra. Like, I know this stuff. I don't have to think about it. But like, God, the idea of just not knowing things, or like the idea that one day I could like look at my wife and that I don't know who she is. It's like creating existential dread. But this movie's so good for it because it allows you to have this escapism and you get to enjoy the experience without actually going through it. It's just really eye-opening, guys, and I just really can't recommend this movie enough. I think it's amazing. You have to go watch it. Anthony Hopkins is fantastic in it. He does an excellent job at tugging at those heartstrings. It's incredible. Oh, my goodness. Go watch it. It's so good. It's so damn good. Please. Anyway, if you like the video, as always, keep watching more videos. That's pretty much all I could ask for. Just watch more videos. Enjoy more content, because I got more on the way. And I hope you like these movie videos. I'm going to make more, because there's movies I just felt like I want to talk about. No, we're not rating them, because ratings are dumb. I mean, it's not too dumb. I mean, it gives you like an opinion of how good a movie is against another movie. But I think each movie is kind of unique and different. And there's lots of different stuff to do. So if you don't like me not having a rating, you can put your own rating in the comments. I don't know. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. As always, of course, I'm Elwirfy, and I'll definitely see you all next time, okay? Take care.